Alrighty. Uh, I dropped a quick message in the general channel. I mean, everybody's at work right now, so I don't expect anyone to be hopping in. But
Right.
so basically, we need to figure out. We already know we want to do Drury Mincy for the location of the September camp out, right?
Right.
Okay. So we need to figure out a date. Obviously, it'll be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday deal, like anything else. So what are we thinking as far as dates go?
Should we
The
do
weekend,
after the Pride Day?
Pride Day is the 25th. That's the end of the month. The weekend of the hang on, let me pull up my calendar here. The
Selena
weekend
just did.
10, 11, 12. How's that looking for you guys?
Let's see. My buddy Tristan is wanting to come to our next gathering. He's been going through some depressive stuff, and I told him the gods have been really helpful with handling my depression personally in the past year. So I told him, you're more than welcome to come check it out. I said, best case scenario, you fall in love with the faith and decide to start practicing. Worst case scenario, you get to drink a lot and eat a lot of good food.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, as far as I go, the only interference I have in September is like Russ said, the Pagan Pride Day and the weekend of September 4th. So anything other than that, I'm cool with.
Okay, so 10, 11, 12.
Works for me.
Yep.
I'm good.
Okay. Oh, shit. That didn't do
Do we want to bounce that? Do we want to bounce those dates around the kindred before we stamp that, or do we just decide it and then tell them when it is?
Let's go ahead and say 10, 11, 12 as a tentative yes. I got to make sure I'm not going on an out of state job or anything like that. So I'll have to go request the time off for work for Friday and Saturday. Make sure that I'm not going out of state for those 2 days, and then we can that'll also give the kindred members time to go ahead and run that past themselves, their bosses, and all that jelly good stuff.
Right.
You sure next weekend is?
It's not next weekend, babe. That's September.
Oh wait, yeah, never
We're
mind.
in August.
For some reason, I was thinking we're in September already.
Selena.
Womp womp. Now the other thing I wanted to discuss. So his name.
You're breaking up
obviously
real bad, Dylan.
away from. So
Dylan,
Billy
you're breaking
Joe
up,
Bob.
Yep.
He's obviously too far away for us to have him as a member of the kindred. But I was looking through our permission sets that we've got, our roles, and we've got one called guest. Guest basically gives those people access to the what was it? The virtual rituals channel, the general voice channel, and then the open to the public messaging channels.
Okay.
I figure he's a friend of the kindred. Let's keep him on the Discord as a friend of the kindred, but only with the guest permissions.
Okay.
That way, he's able to see how we kind of operate things on a halfway level, because he is considering starting his own kindred out there in Ohio.
Yeah.
So he's he's a long-standing friend of mine. Me and him looked back the other day, and I've known him for 6 years now. And it's been 6 consecutive years of me and him talking, hanging out, bullshitting, over the internet. So I figure go ahead and let him have a little bit of access, so he's not feeling like we're just giving him the boot out into the cold. And that way we can also kind of nurture that growth of his kindred.
Okay.
Is anybody opposed to that?
No,
I'm
I'm not
not really.
opposed. I don't really see a need to kick him. If he's already been a member, he's already Chief's friend. I mean, I don't really. As long as he's not making problems or anything, which he hasn't.
For sure. And I mean, at the end of the day, he's literally just in the Bjorn Kindred because that was our plan from the beginning, was for him to learn how things go. I told him a long time ago that I didn't want him to be that 10-hour away member, that I wanted him to learn and grow in the faith, and learn how to do a community, how to run a community and start his own. That way he had a family of his own in his home area. For a short time, he talked about moving down here to Missouri and just remaining a member of the Bjorn Kindred. And I had a discussion with him last night. He said the only reason he hasn't even looked for a kindred out there is because he's already a member of our kindred. He didn't want to feel like he was ditching us. So
So if
I
it did
told
start as
him
a
if
kindred,
he
would it be like another Bjorn kindred, or would it be a different name under Awaken the North?
no, it would be an affiliated kindred with Awaken the North. It would not be a Bjorn kindred. It wouldn't be an extension of ourselves. There's way too much that we would have to go through in order to get
Right.
that all. If we wanted to do an extension of ourselves, for starters, we would have to finish filing our articles of incorporation with the state of Missouri. We would have to then go file articles of incorporation with Ohio or whatever their equivalent is. And then on top of that, we would have to go up to the federal level and get listed with a 501(c). Awaken the North already has that, so there's no reason for me to pay that fine, or not that fine, but pay that annual due to have a national 501(c). We can have another Bjorn Kindred. It's
It's a fine. Call it what it is.
right. Yeah,
But
taxes.
it just for because this is recorded, just for clarity, Awaken North is waiting for our 501(c)(3). We don't have it yet. It won't come in until probably February or so because the government is backlogged. So just for clarity on the recording, we are not yet a 501, but we're working on it. We've submitted the information. Was it last December? And they're working on about a 14-month backlog.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. Yep.
So, but yeah, no. So that was the end result that me and Billy had, was basically we talked it out, and I explained to him, listen, dude, we're having problems getting our paperwork filed with the state of Missouri because we have a member in Ohio. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not about wanting to get rid of you. It's literally just about so. The last thing that I was wanting to address was, if you guys, people in the general chat, you won't be able to see this. It's under council only. But we just created a members and status room in our council only section. This all has, let's see here. So under member and status, we've got a list of our full members, our provisional members, and our members under review, as well as the Friends of the Kindred guest status holders. So under full members, we've obviously got the folks that came out to the Kindred meeting, or the Kindred gathering, this past weekend. And then here under provisional members, we've got our newer guys, or our folks that haven't really been able to come to the gatherings, or haven't attended, or haven't, completed their steps required by the council to become full members. And then under review, we've got people who are being inactive, people who have warnings, people who are damaging the frith, stuff like that. This is a room only for Selena. This is a scald room. This is not for us to update. She will personally be taking care of all the updates to it. It's just a chronicle of who's a full member, who's provisional, who's under review, and who is not a member but has access.
Okay, about that. You've got full members listed. Let's see here. Where'd you go? Full members you've got listed for Raven, Adam, Lokier, Jaeger, Galaxy, John, and Laurel.
Uh-huh.
Now, they've all done the ceremonies, because we did that in the camp out. I know Raven did her task from me. Has she done her tasks from Selena and you and Russ?
Selena's task for Raven was to assist her with the kids throughout the camp out.
No, whenever we were playing that tag at night with the glow sticks,
Well, see,
I did have
the details I don't need, but the question is, has everyone done their requirements as well? Because I know I haven't given
Right.
half those
So-
folks requirements. I gave Raven her requirement and she did it.
This
But
is a
the other-
tentative. This is a tentative list based
Okay.
upon my point that I was going to bring up.
Agree.
The
That's what
next
makes sure
point.
we're skipping stuff. So
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. The next point I was going to bring up is I personally feel like if they make it out to the gathering, we can waive those requirements to have a task from each council member because they have made the effort to show up to a physical gathering. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like even with the 5 people that showed up, giving those 5 people a task, a random task to complete while we were at that gathering, there's not really an easy way to keep track of those tasks. So, I mean, I figured
not only
the
that,
task could be-
everybody pitched in, everybody helped.
Yeah. everybody, people, so,
Okay.
Yeah.
brings up another topic that I need to discuss after a bit. So yep.
Okay.
Yeah. That's fine.
That was my last topic.
Hello. You're breaking out. Am I the only one who
Hey, y'all.
hears him breaking out, or is he breaking out?
No, he's breaking up a lot. I can't hardly hear him.
Okay. It's not just me then.
Love me.
All right. So my understanding is
Selena, get on.
you've discussed everything you need to discuss, right? Chieftain?
Yeah.
Okay. Only thing I want to discuss is at our campouts from here on out, we're going to have sign-up sheets beforehand for tasks at camp. Like who's cooking what meals and who's doing dishes when and who's doing trash patrol and stuff. Because the division of labor at this last camp out was not a division of labor and it sucked. So, and I know it's just simply because people didn't know. So I'm going to put together a sign up sheet for different shit. We lost somebody. I'm going to put together a sign up sheet for different things that we need to have done and have folks sign up for what needs to be done when. That way everyone knows their roles at camp and what needs to be. Cool.
I fully agree. I fully agree with that.
The other thing was I want to formally put forth a motion to ban the water bottles, the individual little tiny water bottles from the Bjorn Aett campouts.
But we were
There's
talking
no
about the
reason
same
for
thing.
those- Yeah.
We
Those
were
were-
talking about the same thing.
That's
They're
a freaking
too
mess.
easy to lose track of. Yeah.
And everyone would
And-
pick one up, take 2 drinks, set it down, and I don't know how many half full bottles I threw away. Plus, it's not being environmentally conscious with it. I know I brought a pack myself, so I'm just as guilty of it as everybody else. But that's a lot of friggin' waste afterwards.
Yeah.
We've got
Right.
giant water jugs. If everyone brings a cup, then we can refill from the water jugs all day long and not have to worry about it.
Right. And honestly, I've been thinking about getting some actual like hard side, eco-conscious like metal water bottles, the ones that'll last you a really long time, and they're good at keeping your water nice and cold. I
Right.
figured I might just go out and buy up a whole bunch of those, and then have you print some Bjorn decals to throw on there, and we can
That's what
just
I was thinking.
we can either sell or distribute them to our members depending on how group funds look once I get the bank account set up.
Right. I am totally down with that. That's what I had.
Okay, the only reason why we brought water bottles is because we don't have any like those big jugs that you guys have.
Yeah. No, like I said, I'm not blaming or anything like that. We brought a whole big pack of the little water bottles too. It's a learning experience for everybody. So, I mean, like I said, we're just as guilty of it as everybody else. We brought
You
them because
think-
they're quick and easy to grab. And then my kids were out there taking 2 drinks and throwing them around and grabbing another bottle and taking 2 drinks.
Or
and-
losing it.
yeah, I don't know how many Cooper got with the little flavor packs and had like 9 different flavors going at once. I'm like, dude, stop.
Right.
So yeah,
Go ahead and go with it.
I'm not bitching at anyone. I'm saying this is something that we need to change for future. So
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Cool.
Go ahead and let him outside, Ben. Yeah, I completely agree with that. I'm sorry, my neighbors are loud as fuck.
it's okay.
Is there anything else that anybody was thinking? I mean, I kind of covered everything that I was thinking.
I wanted to talk about the shirts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did we have so for everybody coming out to the Pride Day, did we have everybody's, are we going to have everyone in shirts, like a uniform of sorts, so we look more organized, or are we just going to kind of show up and everyone be around the booth, or do we have a plan for the members' t-shirts?
So the plan I thought me and you discussed out at the camp out was to, you were talking about footing the bill to print everybody 1 t-shirt.
Right. I can still do that. I was just wondering if they were going to be, will they be ready by the Pride Day?
I can have them ready. Yeah.
What would the cost of that be?
They're listed up on the site starting at 18 per shirt. If we're footing the bill for it as a kindred instead of the individuals buying them themselves, then I can discount that and do a wholesale instead of a retail. It all kind of really depends on how much we're looking at, how many shirts we're looking at, and sizes and stuff. Because the larger the shirt itself, the more it costs me to get it, so the price goes up.
Right. I would just, so I would, what I was talking with Chief about was covering the cost of all the full members shirts as well as the council, if you guys don't already have those.
So Raven, Adam, Lokier, Jaeger, Galaxy, John, and Laurel. Laurel, I don't know if Laurel's going to be able to make it that day or not. Galaxy won't be able to make it. So John, Jaeger, Lokier, Adam, and Raven. That's only 5 there. So, yep. And then us 4. For the council, though, do we want T-shirts for the council or do we want button-ups?
I know me personally, I'm going to be trying to find somehow Selena's camp bag from not this time, but the last time that we went camping went missing, and it had my council shirt in it. Me personally, I'm going to be wearing my council shirt to the Pagan Pride Day.
Okay.
Which
that
would
was
mean
a black button-up, right?
It was a black polo, short sleeve polo.
Okay. All right.
So that would mean you would need one, Casey, and then Russ would need one, and Selena would need one. So we're 3 short on council shirts, and then 5 general member shirts, the gray ones.
Right. Okay.
And then retail, what would, or wholesale, what would the cost of all those be? In total, 9 shirts, if my math is correct, right?
Yeah, 9 shirts. None of them are big
Monster sizes.
I'm in a kindred of Oompa Loompas. I can probably do it for 100.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Easy day. Yep. And then, yeah, that's really all I had to bring up. And then those inactive members that we had discussed off of that list that Selena's already placed in the member status channel. Do you guys want me to go ahead and boot those on Friday for the ones that have just no response? Or is that, Chief, are you going to boot those?
The ones that have no response, I'd say yes.
Yeah, but those who have blatantly just ignored you, like if they've read the message and ignored you, just boot them. If they don't have respect enough to answer the Hydretin, the enforcer of our kindred, then yeah, just get them gone. As far as the membership stuff goes. But as far as just in general, if they've blatantly ignored you or flat out said, like, well, I'm not active because I don't want to be, or something along those lines, then yeah, go ahead and bounce them.
Okay, easy day. And then is there a specific time you want me to bounce them, or just whenever I get on Discord tomorrow?
Once we hit Friday, I'd say give them till the end of the day Friday, the end of the day being 7 or 8 p.m., 9 p.m., because that's plenty of time for people to be off work and to check their phones and see what the heck's going on with the kindred. Go ahead and shoot them one more warning and say, hey, this is your last chance. Like, are you planning on putting forth an effort and actually being active within the kindred, or are you just not interested anymore? If they don't respond by the time you get ready for bed, just boot them.
Easy day. And then do you want me to boot them off the Facebook as well?
Yeah, the boot them off the members Facebook and the members Discord. Public Facebook is for everybody. So if they're on the public Facebook, that's not my circus, not my monkey, so to speak. So if they want to sit here and watch us have good times that they missed out on, that's totally on them.
Okay, easy day.
So
yeah, that's all I had.
Okay, cool. Well, let's go ahead and I'll have Selena make a note of what all we talked about. I'll go ahead and get to editing the bylaws with the new stuff that we discussed last weekend and the stuff we've discussed today. I'll submit that to you, Russ, for review, so you can look over it and make sure that the verbiage is correct and that you don't disagree with anything I've added. And once that's all well and good, I'll get it uploaded to the website and to the Facebook. Speaking of the website, I do need a new bio from you, Russ, in order to upload that to the Bjorn website. I'm going to do the same for Selena. She'll have to write a bio, and then I'm going to need a picture from you that you want on the website.
Okay, you did.
All right, cool. Well, if that's all it was, then that's all it was. I'm going to go ahead and move to close the meeting. Do I have a second?
A second.
Yep, you're good. Close it.
Meeting adjourned.
All right, y'all take care.
Yep, you too.